This episode is brought to you by Aki Bento. Stay tuned to the end of the video for an unboxing. I'm so excited! Halloween is finally here! It is the best year to celebrate everything creepy and scary while dressing up as whatever we want to be.
Not this year.
What do you mean not this year?
We lived through the polls and we're gonna dress up as characters we hate the most. Mine obviously is Sakura from Naruto.
And I'm Kikyo from Inuyasha. Oh, how I loathe Kikyo.
Well, I'm dressing up as Junko Enoshima from Danganronpa. I can already feel the despair creeping into my soul.
And I'm the elf version of Sugo Nobuyuki from Sword Art Online.
Characters we hate, huh?
No.
What?
You're not serious.
About what?
Is it Asuna?
Or Kirito?
For my costume?
Ugh, the audience gets it already. We know you hate Sword Art. Louise from The Familiar of Zero?
Yep, Louise.
Huh. You hate her the most?
Yeah, I mean, when you think about it, Kirito is a boring piece of wood compared to this psycho brat.
Alright, I'll take it.
Oh, but Asuna would have been my backup costume, as seen here.
Fuck you and fuck SAO Abridged.
New Sandwich Coon! Would you do it? If you were given the ultimate trump card that favors you while disadvantages others, would you take it? The Death Note seems to always have a clear answer, as you could instantly kill anyone without getting into trouble as long as you use it sparingly. Death Note is more of a question of one's morality and temptation. Hell Girl, on the other hand, is a much harder question. And also, before we get started, I just want to give a special thanks to my friend Laura for helping me with this review. Hell Girl is a series of collected stories revolved around separate individuals in their own desperate situations. The character in dismay wants to find someone to help them, only to hear of a website that could potentially send anyone straight to hell. Once the victim visits this suspicious website at midnight, they type in their target's name, and a mysterious girl named Ai Enma summons them to her world. She will then offer the victim a chance to seek vengeance on their grievances by sending their assaulter straight to hell. It all seems too good to be true, but it actually is. In order for the deal to go through, I will indeed send the target's soul to hell, but in exchange, the victims themselves will also be sent to hell when they eventually die. The decision still lies with the victim, so as the rest of the episode carries on, will our poor victim do it or not? Along the way, we are introduced to a journalist named Hajime and his daughter Sugumi, noticing all of the occurrences related to Hell Girl, and they try to do what they can to stop the victims from going through with it. But is it their place to intervene? Can they really convince a tortured soul not to go through with it? And will Ai Enma find a way to stop them? So as you can imagine, this is a pretty heavy topic, as we're witnessing people suffering terrible situations only to use Ai Enma as a last case scenario. Their grievances shall be avenged, but at a serious cost. Because they ask a higher being to send someone to hell, they will not have a place in heaven. It can get really dark at times with this story, but it makes you think of what you'd do if you were the victims. What makes this show very unique is all the different stories we witness. A good majority of the characters are put in horrible situations by some of the most despicable humans imaginable. There are some that'll bully the victims to no end, while others will attack what's close to the victims, like a family member or even their animals. This show is definitely not easy to watch, as we do get some graphic imagery of animal abuse and torture. It's downright sickening what these soulless people will do for their own satisfaction, which all the more prompts our victims into doing the deed. In some cases, the victim will do the deed and get their satisfied vengeance, only to live with their lingering fate. But in other cases, they don't really get any satisfaction, as their decisions were made spontaneously or that their resolutions were completely different than expected. Take for example episode 19, where our victim wants to live a happy life with her husband, but her mother-in-law wants her to behave like a perfect doll. Once she uses the doll, her mother-in-law is sent to hell, and she is left to think that she could spend the rest of her days loving her husband. But then she sadly finds out that he's just as bad as his mother. Another point the show addresses is that Ai has to do her job no matter the situation. As long as the person has a heart full of hatred and types the name of their target themselves, she has to make the contract. Hence why in episode 5 we see her reject a client because she's not the one submitted the name, but in episode 23 we see Ai in her most uncomfortable job by actually taking an innocent soul to hell. In this episode, Sugumi is struggling despite her father's wishes to believe that Hell Girl is bad until they witness a sweet nurse being dragged into hell. While a part of me doesn't like this side of the story, as part of the fun of Hellgirl was to watch horrible people get their comeuppance, it's still a point that needs to be made clear. Ai is no hero. She was sentenced to hell herself for her own actions when she was alive, and this is part of her punishment, ferrying anyone straight to hell, no matter the reason. Still, this does bring up an issue with the story in regards to the repentance scenes. With most of the episodes, Ai's team goes all out to really scare the crap out of the tormentors while asking them to repent. Now, this perspective is coming from someone who's only seen season 1, but was there ever a person who actually repented? Everyone who goes through Hellgirl's vision of hell never repents in season 1, and it made me curious to think what would happen if they actually did. Would the one who pulled the string still go to hell? Even if they did apologize, would the tormentors still go to hell? Part of the contract is to take them straight to hell, but they still test out their target wondering if they'll repent after getting a small taste of hell. Well, what was the case for the nurse? She didn't do anything, and yet she still has to be sent to hell. What about the teacher in episode 12? He was sent to hell because he convinced his student to do it, mainly because they're both depressed and tired of living. This could symbolize the act of suicide, which in accordance to religious texts is considered a sin as well, but did he get a repentance act too? No, the girl pulls the string and he's being sent to hell while regretting the fact that she will be there too. Again, this shows Hellgirl will take anyone, but I still don't know what the good of the repentance scenes do if the targets just end up in hell anyways. I mean, these scenes are a lot of fun to watch, but when you get right down to it, it's kinda pointless. Now, the question I asked before was, would you do it? If you were suffering in a hopeless situation and Hellgirl could save you in exchange for your soul, would you do it? Well, here's the thing that I thought about as I grew older. The deal is, if you pull the string, you will get your revenge, and the soul of your tormentor will go to hell immediately. But you will have to go to hell after you eventually die, right? So this may be ruining the story for you guys, but Ai confirms there is a heaven in this universe. If they pull the string, they can never enjoy the pleasures of heaven and are then doomed to wander a field of torment and pain for all of eternity. With those options, I'd rather just wait it out. You know, just live my life like a good citizen, be patient, and then just go to heaven and just be in bliss for all of eternity. I mean, like with the doll episode, there is no guarantee that all of your problems will be solved. More problems could rise in their lives, and they'd still go to hell. And that's the devious thing about Ai's purpose, which is taking advantage of someone's current problem that they feel trapped in and want to get out of right now. She steps in when they are at their most desperate and offers them a chance to stop their pain, but gives no guarantee that they'll live the rest of their lives peacefully before hell. Episode 18 even shows a resolution for our victim's problem before the pulling of the string. Yes, her precious corgi suffered and died during the process, but her suffering only led to the arrest of a psychotic killer. The person who put her through such torment and anguish will be locked away forever, and all before she pulls the string. But because she finds out that the killer actually killed her corgi's babies by drowning them, she feels that prison isn't good enough and sends her straight to hell, little realizing that she'll be going to the same place eventually. And I know she was angry right at that moment, and that's what kills me. You can't let your emotions dictate your actions immediately, because now she's going to hell, even though her problem was solved. And this is something I want you all to consider. To quote a song from Avenue Q, "Each time you smile, it'll only last a while. Life may be scary, but it's only temporary. Everything in life is only for now." Life changes in every step of the way with no guarantee of it changing for better or for worse, so you can't let your current problems dictate your entire future. Even though the show gives a satisfactory torture scene where our evil tormentors are getting exactly what they deserve in the most creatively ghoulish ways possible, I'm still a bit torn over the victims and their drastic decision to exact immediate revenge. I'm sorry if that perspective ruined the show for you, but I still recommend you all to watch it for Halloween. With its dark themes and scary visuals, it's a pretty cool show to watch. For the Schadenfreude enthusiasts, you will get a kick out of watching our terrible tormentors suffer, which are each packed with some of the most horrifically animated sequences I've ever witnessed. If you're wondering which studio animated this nightmarish delight, it's the one and only Studio Deen, the same studio that gave us Higurashi, Rosen Maiden, and Sankare. Watching this in English, I have to say the dubbing is excellent. Years ago, we placed this show in our top 10 best English dubs of all time, mainly because they had to cast a wide variety of actors for every new victim, tormentor, and others. Those roles, plus our main cast, were done amazingly well, so I'd say if you ever want to watch this in subbed or dubbed, both are done really well. Unfortunately, it's not that easy watching the series or buying copies from legal sources, as the series is out of print. If you look hard enough on eBay and Amazon, you can collect the DVDs, but there aren't any legal sites for you to watch the series' first season. If this suddenly changes, be sure to check out the description box or like us on Facebook for any updates to come. If you want me to watch the full series with the newest 4th edition, I'll do my best to make more Hellgirl episodes in the future. But for now, I'd say check it out for yourselves and tell me what you think of Hellgirl.
Are you about to drag our brother off to a bleak nether realm of despair, where the future is nothing but an endless sea of anguish and horrible misery?
Yeah.
We wanna go too!
No, no. No, 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 no! Come on!
Go to hell!
Oh, I've been there, thank you. I found it quite lovely.
You plunge into the fire and it's really hot. You have to stay forever whether you like it or not, when the torment never ends. You got fiery brimstone and demons for friends. You're in Hades now for eternity. Hope you're not too choosy about your company.
Drugs can kill, and if you do drugs, you go to hell before you die.
Mario, you're scarring the kids for life here.
I'm gonna make you suffer. This hell you put me in. I'm underneath your skin. The devil within. You'll never know it hit you.
Who are you? I'm Callista Flockhart. Who the hell do you think I am? I'm deaf.
I'm on a highway to hell. On the highway to hell.
And now prepare to suffer indescribable torment.
Another Bob Hope special?
Worse.
You know what? I'm not even gonna be nice to you. Fuck you and everything you care about or loved or ever needed in your life. I hope you get nothing beneficial to you to advance your career. I hope you don't get that promotion. I hope you don't enjoy all the lovely things in life. I hope you don't see beaches and travel around the world. I hope you do nothing!
Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream.
Beyond these doors is an agony worse than all others. You will remain in here for eternity, listening to whiny protest songs from the 60s.
Oh, I hate the government more than you and me. The government stole my goldfish and unplugged my TV.
And if they proceed but don't succeed, well, the devil will take their heads.
Halloween is packed with many tricks and treats. If you want some special anime goodies for the holidays, Aki Bento's got you covered. October's theme will be Demon, which will feature merchandise from Blue Exorcist, Durarara, and Death Note. Here I'll be opening September's box, and the theme was Combat. So let's see what's inside. Alright, so first, with every box there is a t-shirt, and this one features Saber and Owl, so that's pretty cool. Next we have a Dorbs figurine of Boruto's dad. He's got his own show, right? Next is, wait. Is this really what I think it is? Oh my god, they made a Ninja Star fidget spinner. I have now fallen prey to this fad, but I don't care, because this is cool. I'm a fidget ninja spinner, believe it! And here we have some Fate Stay Night stickers for you to enjoy. And inside this big box is a Full Metal Alchemist thermo cup. Looks really nice. Featured YouTuber is someone named Dino, and I'll have a link in the description box if you're interested in checking out his channel. And here's the button. One more to add to my collection. If you like what you see here and wish to have your own Aki Bento box, just click on the link down below to subscribe and use the code word anime to get a nice discount off your first box. Just remember that a portion of each sale through our link goes towards the production, so it is a neat way for you to support our channel. Thanks everybody for watching our review. If you wish to keep up to date with Anime America events, be sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and even Tumblr. If you want to support this channel, be sure to click on the notification bell to keep up with our video uploads, as well as liking this video and sharing it on any social media platform you choose. If you wish to support us financially, we have a Patreon page with numerous rewards to fit your budget, as well as sell posters on Store Envy and t-shirts on Teespring. Don't forget to subscribe to Anime America for more awesome reviews and top 10 lists. We also have a sister channel called Pop Spectrum, where we review anything in pop culture. Thanks again for watching, and stay tuned to Anime America.